Hey, it's been quite a while. I hope everyone's doing okay. I hope everyone's happy and is doing well. It's 2026, second day of 2026, about to be the third day of 2026. Happy New Year. uh, so 2025 has been an interesting year for me, a very interesting year for me. And it's had some lows, it's had some highs, and it's had some meh moments at the end of the day. So I'm going to start off with the negative shit. And the negative shit is like, I think one, I went through a very brutal breakup in the summer. More on that in another video that I may never make. I feel like this first year of me DJing has been just an absolute flop. Honestly, it's been a flop, man. It's been a flop, but I'm not giving up. And it's like a bunch of lessons that I've learned. I will always be my own harshest critic when it comes to my work. I will, before anyone else has anything to say, I will always be my own harshest critic, and nobody else will. I won't allow anyone else to be. Check this out. Oh, yeah, let me not put my mouth too close to that because it will make noise. But yeah, I got this little like mic thing now. It's a keeper. I'm going to make sure nothing really messes it up too much. Hang on. Where is it? Where is that? Yeah, look at this. So this whole case holds like everything I need. Like like I'm using AirPods or something. So look at this. Damn, so professional. But anyways, I don't want to. No, mono. I think it might record in mono, but no, I don't want it recording in mono. I want it. I just want. I want mono audio, not. Yeah, there we go. There we go. I just want mono audio, no stereo. I could probably use both of them if I want to, but no, I think ideally I want to save both of them for if I want to, I don't know, just do something a little different. If I'm doing an interview with someone, an in-person interview, I could just give them this and it'll be cool. So that'll be awesome. I'm so glad I got this because I think the main problem with my channel that I want to leave in 2025 and below is inconsistent audio. I have very bad audio throughout most of my videos. It's inconsistent because then I would get wires, lose those wires, and then I'd just feel like uploading a video even though I don't have wires on me at the moment because I'd either lose them, they get stolen, or they're not working anymore. So I'm going to leave that in 2025. Shout out to my, hang on. Shout out to my aunt. Got me this for Christmas. It's this is just awesome, and I already put like 2 entrants into this book. What it does is that you basically just talk about like things that made you mad throughout like a certain point in time, and you just bring it up. So it's like a rage journal where you bring up where if you have something bad happen to you, you like basically write about it in the journal. So the day it happened, dickweed of the day, or like the first couple pages it was asshole of the day, or so I guess they change up the insults as much as possible, and you write their name, like whether it's a person, a place, or a thing. So let's say like a ball hit you in the face and gave you a bad migraine. Place, I don't know, you went to a restaurant and got really bad service and it like really ruined your day. Or person, well, somebody just did some shit to you. And then basically what happened, train wreck. And then these things make me, so basically bring up like what makes you angry or confused or whatever. So they make you what? And then you add a list of of how you feel. And word of the day, which is like basically, what was like the word that kind of got under your skin, I guess, the most, or the word you were saying. And then there's the more shit category where you can elaborate further, add a silver lining, what I can do to understand tomorrow. No, uh, no, uh, 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 no, No, what I can do to unclusterfuck tomorrow, which is by like, adding some lessons there, and these words make me happy, and then happy thought of the day. So you could just sort of like express your anger and frustration in a productive way, and you'd be able to just just live, just live. I had a book that was similar to this. It wasn't like a rage page necessarily, but it's like this book series that I just remembered and that I was reminded of. It's called Wreck This Journal. I don't know if it's the same, because I know a chick made it, but I don't know who. John T. Okay, no, but the other one, it was made by a woman, and I had that, like, I got that for Christmas or my birthday, like way back in like high school, I think, or no, or even sooner than that, like elementary school. They just gave me this thing called, Wreck This Journal, and you just like make a mess out of the journal. You throw page, they'll instruct you what to do. Like they throw paint all over the page, get duct tape all over it, like probably rim it with a chainsaw, like get some leaves and dirt and I don't know, dehydrated insects taped into it, like a collage, like make the journal an absolute mess. And I might get another one, but yeah, I'll put it up on screen. But that just reminded me of that, and I can't believe I remembered that all of a sudden, because that was just a really cool part of my childhood. And shout outs to my aunt for getting me this. I didn't even know this existed. If I'm dealing with anything this year, which I inevitably will, I feel like this would be a good way to properly process frustrations that one could inevitably be going throughout the year. So that was a really good highlight at the end of 2025, honestly. And it's been a lot. Brutal breakup, bad DJing gigs, and also what else had happened? What else happened that made 2025 bad for me? I was just thinking about it too, but I don't remember somehow at the moment. Hang on, let me pause. Wow, holy shit. I legitimately don't remember this bad thing I'm thinking about right now, believe it or not. Wow, how or why I don't remember that, I have no idea. I can't tell you. For some reason, it just got lost in the thought. So I think it might have been DJ related, honestly, where I had some bad gigs. They weren't bad gigs, but I feel like it was just a bad year overall. I'm grateful for Sinsanity. I'm glad I did Sinsanity. That was a really good gig that I enjoyed. And but I had a couple other gigs that weren't performances like Sinsanity, where I was just doing a job and was like playing music and just trying to get the energy up for the crowd, that kind of thing. Like, oh, hey, what genre do you want? What specific artists do you want to hear me play? That kind of jazz. And just really make sure to formulaically, put all that together. And I've had like horrible things happen. So a venue I did got shot up. Thankfully, nobody got hurt, and it was just the people who were doing it were idiots. Let's see, what else? I did get a bit of a rug pull with my pay, where I ended up making way less than I thought I was going to make, and there was that. And at the end of the day, one thing I do know is the thing to do, and what's the move, is to just ask to get paid up front, honestly, before I go to an event. And or at least incorporate a deposit system first. Okay, what do you plan on paying me? And could I get X percentage of what you're planning to pay me before, before I perform? Just lessons, and, don't make it into drama at the end of the day. And, just really know how to eat shit and like it sometimes, but also learn how to eat shit or to turn chicken shit into chicken. turn chicken shit into chicken sandwiches and salads, you know, and just kind of keep an open mind and don't give up, and, you know, try not to really be too scared of failing and things. And that's kind of like why I want to be very positive when it comes to certain aspects of my life, and open to change and open to like learning different things. Oh, you know what? I did just remember what the other thing was. So I had quit a job I had. And you want to know why I quit that job? The reason I quit that job was because I was just not feeling happy there. I wasn't feeling respected. And even if that was quite the contrary and people did actually like and respect me, man, when you have anxiety, sometimes it just warps your perception of life. So I quit and I find another job, and they promised to give me 35 to 40 hours, you know, and I even asked them by text, hey, like, how many hours do you want me working? And he said, oh, typically we'll give you 35 to 40 hours. My first week comes. Oh, by the way, we're going to have you do like a training period for 4 days, with like 4-hour shifts, you know, for a week. And a month passes and I still, you know, and I still don't get scheduled properly. And then I ask this other person and they look at me like I am crazy for saying this. And you want to know what happens? It turns out that does not exist. And it was one of those, what? He told you that? Why would he tell you that? And it's like, so, you know, this guy straight up just told a like bold-faced lie about like exactly how the job security there was and like the rates were. And it was like, wow, that is insane. I don't really know how I'm going to handle it. I'm not sure I'll probably do much, if I'm being honest, in regards to that, because at the end of the day, you know, people do be peopling. People like to people, man. And that's like all you gotta like understand when it comes to reality, is that people just like to be people and you can't really do much about it. And I wanted to escalate it at first, but I figured, you know what, let me just look for other places in the meantime and, you know, don't try to further mess things up, you know, more than I need to mess it up at the end of the day, and like kind of make things worse by escalating this whole thing. Because I don't think I would even get anything by reporting it, because if that's just how things work over there, that's how things work over there at the end of the day. And there's not much I could do about it, and there's not much the people who I'd be complaining to would be able to do about it. And the most I would get is like, you would probably get reprimanded and would have to apologize to me and stuff, and that's it, you know? So waste of time. You know, just look for other places, keep studying, build up on qualifications, and, you know, just work on my other shit in the meantime. And, you know, take that as a blessing that I know this now, instead of like it being a case where instead of a whole month, I end up finding this out like 6 months, and I'm like sort of wasting my time trying to get good at this job, chasing this goal that's not actually there, you know? So that's an aspect of reality you have to take into consideration. Also, big shout out to the love of my life, my beautiful partner. This is her. This is a bracelet that I made with her name on it. That's why I'm like caressing it and shit, because it's like very sentimental. I made this at Boiler Room in August. That was a fun time. So lame though, because I had to leave 2 hours early because the flight was at 12 a.m. and the event didn't end until way later than that. But I felt better because my friends who I was there with ended up also leaving early because people got sick, and then it started to get dead. And, so I felt good. I felt good about myself. By the way, Denver airport is crazy. I was supposed to vlog in Denver, and I haven't posted a YouTube video since I did that, update video while I was walking to work on me getting banned from my original Instagram account that recently hit 2K. And, you know, that was just like a serious hit and just absolutely gutted me, because that happened right when I got broken up with and, had that dumping like kind of go on too. So it was like, I just felt like I was being shit on, but I kind of kept an open mind and realized, okay, there are people who have been banned on Instagram who are still successful. There's more to life than Instagram. At the end of the day, if I lose this new account I have, that's it. I'll just stop using Instagram. I'll start using Blue Sky and start using TikTok and stuff like that. It won't feel the same. That's the thing. It won't feel the same, because I've been using Instagram for almost 10 years now. There's like a sort of sentimentality I have to the app in a way almost. But at the end of the day, it's only an app. And it's like, I remembered at one point before Instagram was a thing, Facebook was my bread and butter, but I lost that. Well, I didn't lose it. It's just I don't use it that much anymore. I actually recently created a new Facebook account in contact with these like future roommates of mine. We're planning on moving into a place soon, like on September, which is perfect timing because that would be amazing. My 26th birthday, and then I make a huge move. That's awesome, man. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm not going to just go and assume as like, man, 2026 is going to suck. A bunch of bad things are going to happen. And don't get me wrong, bad things will happen. I don't ever like to be entitled and think that just because I'm manifesting that good things are going to happen in 2026, that it's going to happen. And, then just get upset when something bad happens. Like gosh forbid, face a death in my family, or I don't know, I have an even worse year with like my DJ career than I did last year, or I don't know, something happens. I try not to operate on that frequency where I let negativity get to me in that way, and I let things bug me as much. And even like with this relationship I'm in, it's not a guaranteed relationship, unfortunately, because it's long distance, and we both agreed and had the conversation that we should be pragmatic about what to expect from this. Like, one, if she finds someone locally, she'll tell me, and if I find someone locally, I'll tell her. That's only fair, and it wouldn't be fair to her if I'm like there just messing around with someone in my area and I'm not telling her, and I'm just sort of juggling between these two different people all the time and not really taking her into consideration. It's not cool, man. It's just really not cool. And sometimes, you gotta like really be like honest with people and communicative at the end of the day, and don't just, lie like that. But I'm looking forward to 2026. I'm going to really enjoy it. It's going to be an adventure. We're going to have a lot of fun. And I really love to take everyone out, onto the ride. And yeah, it's been good seeing you guys again. You're looking good. And I really hope you have fun this year and also work hard when it matters. And yeah, here's to a good 2026. Bye.